Alright guys, we're out here going to our spot again. This is day 2. Day 1 was an upset. We saw some animals, but we couldn't make it happen. Just a little bit of bad luck, and I was within 30 yards of some elk that were smaller, so I decided not to take them. They're about the size of a deer. The one I'm after is probably double that size. I'm trying to go after the big old cows. But yeah, we're headed out there. We're gonna do a drop stand. We know a spot where they're passing, but there's no area to hide the truck, so Adrian's gonna drop me off. He's gonna drive down maybe a quarter mile, and then he's gonna film from a different angle. So once the elk start passing, if they do, I'll throw on the GoPro and then we'll take it from there. You ready?
Yeah, they should be moving through here, so.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright guys, we just did the drop off stand. I dropped Senior off now. Now I'm down here a little ways. There's already a bull bugling down that way, so they should be crossing.
Alright guys, you can't see it on the camera, but there's 3 elk walking over there. I know one of them's a big bull, but I think he has 2 cows with him. I'm getting closer. I'm within 200 yards, so I'm gonna take my boots off real quick. Alright, at some point I need to cut off this road. I'm probably gonna cut to the right because I know they're gonna cross over, and then I'll take a shot. Won't be able to take a shot from the road.
Dang guys, there's elk bugling everywhere. Down here waiting for these elk to start moving towards my dad. And there are bulls bugling like 200 yards away from me, all loud. They won't stop. It's crazy. They're just everywhere. And there's a bunch of cows right now. Let's see if I can find them.
Dang it. Now that I got a closer look, I realize that they're all bulls. One of them just had tiny little antlers. Alright, I need to rush back and get back to where I was set up, just in case Adrian sees something and I need to move in on it. I'm hurrying back. Alright guys, we're back in the truck. Adrian dropped me off at that drop stand, and it worked out pretty good. I mean, you saw some of my GoPro footage. As soon as the sun started coming up, I saw elk. And, you know, I was using the rangefinder. They were getting within 300. I started moving on them. I took off my shoes. I was trying to stalk them. I knew there was a really big bull in there. But as I got closer, I thought there was cows. But I walked up on this cow, and what I thought was a cow getting ready to shoot. He literally had antlers that were, man, it was like 4 inches on one side, and the other one was about 8 inches, but it was straight back, slicked back. It was weird looking. So I stalked all that way, and it was just for nothing. And so when Adrian dropped me off, the funny thing about that, and this probably happens to everybody, he dropped me off, he goes down a few hundred yards, 400 or 500 yards?
Probably.
400 or 500 yards, he sets up, he has a scope, he has the phone scope on it and everything, and and a 4x4, huge buck passes right next to him, so I could have taken that buck.
And I also saw a herd of about 30 cows also.
Yeah, and 30 cows he was glassing, and there was trees between us, and our comms weren't working again. We got to fix that issue.
There's a pretty good chance we're gonna fill both, so just stay tuned and we'll be back out here again, huh? When? Not this weekend, but the weekend after that.
Yeah, so within a couple weeks we'll be back out. But all right, we're headed home. All right, so we were on our way home. We decided to stop at this one spot where we saw 200 plus deer, and it was like December, so we're just scanning the area to see if we find some sheds, because we know there was several of them up here, really big bucks at the end of December. Check out that rock, that's pretty interesting. It looks like it has writing on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. All right, we looked for sheds, we didn't find any. I guess your one monster elk shed was just luck.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm waiting for the pilot car. They're doing construction, it's one lane, and here comes all the people. So you're telling me that all that speeding was for nothing?
The semi we passed up an hour ago just caught up.
Yeah, he's behind me. He's right there. Passed him an hour ago. Flipped him off doing about 80. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys, so we just got through that traffic jam. They're doing some construction on these roads. It seems like every road in Nevada is being worked on right now. It's ridiculous. But it'll be real nice when it's all done. But anyway, we're headed home. Didn't get an animal, but I mean, it's all about just going out there and being out in the woods and having a good time. I used to think when I would meet people out there and they would say, we're out here just to go to a good hiking spot, or we're out here just to go camping out, I would think to myself, you're traveling all the way down here just to go hiking. But in reality, they're doing exactly what we're doing. Ours, we might get a little, we might get an animal, and that's the bonus part of it. But in reality, you're just getting away from the fast working city life, and you're just going out there, and there's no cell phone service. You're going out there relaxing, you're under the stars, you're in tents, whatever. And we're doing the same thing. So some of you guys might think, oh, they didn't get an animal, that sucks or whatever, but it's not all about just taking the animal. I mean, this trip costs about $300 in gas and everything else. If we wanted just an animal, I could easily go to, the supermarket, get $300 worth of meat and be happy. And not worry about any of this. But it's about spending time with the family. It's about being outdoors, and it's about going out there and just having a good time. And the animal's just a bonus. So even though we didn't get something, it was still a great trip. Just get out there. Get out there. You guys, there's a lot of beginners that ask us questions on what to do. Just the only way you're going to learn how to hunt, how to fish, and how to do everything is just get out there and make mistakes. Just don't blow your foot off or anything. Situation awareness and weapon muzzle control, but just get out there, make mistakes. You're going to scare deer all the time. You're going to spook elk. You're going to make the wrong decisions on where to set up and everything, but that's just part of, that's part of the hunt. That's what makes it special. Some of my most memorable hunts are times when stuff like that happened, when somebody farted or something and scared away all the deer. Stuff like that happens. It's funny and you remember it forever, because like I said, it's not all about the animal. It's about getting outdoors and just having a good time out there. And I was never into all this outdoor stuff when I was young. I got introduced to all this when I joined the military by a couple friends of mine. I didn't grow up hunting, fishing, and all that stuff. So teach somebody else. I was taught. Now you guys know all my kids, everybody around me is into hunting and fishing and everything, because now it's spreading throughout my little circle of people. But it took one person to take me out and say, you know, let's go out fishing or hunting or whatever, and this is how you do it. And then I started from there. I was like 20 years old by then, but so if you are a big time hunter, big time fisher, just take somebody out that hasn't been out, get them hooked, and then they'll spend, you know, a lifetime just going out and having fun. But other than that, appreciate you guys watching. Adrian sitting here looking at me, telling me to cut it short because I get long-winded, but thanks for watching. I'll see you outdoors.